Alrighty, so I heard that Steel City Interactive released a brand new video to the YouTube channel titled Undisputed 1.3 Free Content Update. So we're going to check it out. It's been a long time since we actually heard anything in regards to Undisputed Boxing. I haven't touched the game in a very long time, so hopefully whatever changes they're making here is going to bring people back because, man, it has been a while. But without wasting any additional time, let's watch this.
What's going on, fight fans? This is Jeremy Shepard, the community manager here at Steel City Interactive, and I'm here to tell you about the 1.3 update going live on all platforms April 2nd of this year. Let's get into it.
All right, April 2nd. So tomorrow.
We're always working to improve gameplay for our players. Block smarter, not harder. We've rebalanced the blocking help. Now, the longer you continually hold block, the more damage your block will take. Continuously holding block will now slow down your ability to block again after throwing a punch by reducing animation speed, allowing your opponent to more easily work around your block if you're overusing it. These changes have been implemented to balance the attacking play and to allow us to make changes to the evasive features like slip and dodge to improve their usefulness as defensive tools in the future update. We all know what happens to one-dimensional fighters in real life. Mix things up and bring your A game to the ring. Tired of dazed opponents?
Okay, hold on. I promise I'm not gonna be stopping it after every single point like this, but this one, I want to talk about this one real quick. So they've made a change to block where pretty much if you hold block or if you overly hold block, then the damage you take on the block is going to increase. And they're saying that what's going to happen is, as you hold in block, when you go to throw a punch after you've held block for a very long time, after you throw a punch and you go to block again, the animation is going to be slowed down to where your opponent will be able to hit you before you can then block again. So not only is the block taking more damage the longer you hold it, but the block speed, how fast you could actually get the hand up to your face to block shots, is going to be reduced if you hold block for a long period of time. And they're saying that the reason why they're doing that is because they want to buff the attacker, they want to nerf the defending fighter, as well as they want to buff some other defensive maneuvers like the ability to slip and the ability to dodge. All of that I completely understand. The only thing that worries me about this change is the fact that they're doing the block first, and then in a later date, we're getting the changes to head movement and slipping. A lot of times with these changes, I personally prefer when all these changes are made as a unit, as a package, because then if we're getting a nerf to block, we're also getting a buff to head movement. But right now we're getting a nerf to block and head movement has not been buffed. So now defense is actually going to be quite interesting. I'm very curious to see what defense looks like right now, because you can't depend on your block, and head movement has not been buffed to where it needs to be. So it'll be very interesting to see how this one plays out. Again, worries me, but you know, we're not gonna know until we actually get our hands on it.
We've tweaked the AI reaction time, so now you can land those heavy shots while your opponent is stunned. This has been implemented by reducing the AI's reaction time, allowing you to capitalize on the adrenaline rush and the split-second opening before they get into their defensive shell, just like real boxing. But remember, swing wild and you'll pay for it later. Use your stamina wisely. Now you can rewatch your highlight reel KOs when they happen with online fights when both players have instant replay feature enabled. You will be allowed to watch your KOs from 3 cinematic angles. It's all about bragging rights now. Don't forget to tag us at Play Undisputed in your most spectacular.
Wait. Sorry. Hold on. Jesus Christ. He said when both players?
You will be allowed to watch. Now you can rewatch your highlight reel KOs when they happen with online fights when both players have instant replay feature enabled.
So you can only actually watch this if both players have the instant replay enabled. All right. Well, that's good to know.
Be allowed to watch your KOs from 3 cinematic angles. It's all about bragging rights now. Don't forget to tag us at Play Undisputed in your most spectacular knockouts. You asked for it, we delivered. We've removed the cap for stats, so players are now able to max out stats to 100 and assign any trait they want to their created character boxer. These uncapped characters will only be played
offline though.
Offline local fights.
Okay.
Create your perfect fighter in their ideal style, and they'll be able to fight the way you want them to. Be mindful though, with great power comes great responsibility. So don't forget to protect yourself at all times.
What?
Every time a prize fighter enters into the ring, it's another chance to put on a show. Now you can customize your fighter before each career mode fight. Edit your gloves, shorts, boots, taunts, and ring walk song before the fight. The changes made will be saved for future fights, by the way. We're giving you even more control over your career by allowing players to choose which licensed fighters appear and adding a range of your own created characters to a custom career mode roster to take charge of your rise to undisputed status.
Oh my God, man. Come on, man. You guys keep making me want to replay career mode. You trying to tell me now I can actually import the fighters I want to face? You saying I'm not going to be facing the same created fighter over and over and over again? I can actually import real boxers? Are we going to have to do career mode again? Are we going to have to do another career mode for this game? That's actually a good change to career mode. I was kind of like, ugh, he was talking about the shorts and I don't really care about that stuff. But this is actually a pretty good change to career mode. Interesting.
On a modern fighter only career mode. Now you can. Boxing is an unforgiving sport and age catches up with everyone. It leaves us wondering how a fight would go if a fighter was a few years younger or a bit more experienced. You no longer need to guess. Now you're able to ensure the fighters you want to play against remain in their prime by the time you've reached the prime of your career. If certain fighters are getting too old in your career run before you've reached your peak, you will now be prompted by an option to keep them young for you. You will also be able to add both versions of an era fighter to your career mode roster and see how you would do against both versions of the fight. Lastly,
that's cool.
We shouldn't have to say this, but
that's cool.
Anyway. You cannot fight yourself. Training camps are the most taxing part of a fighter's career. Waking up early, dieting, training 2 to 3 times a day, and staying away from distractions is no easy feat. Now you can see exactly how your training camp went before every fight. You will also be able to see the improvements to your core stat, allowing you to know what works for you and how each training camp affects your fighter's performance. You'll also be able to see your opponent's stats, allowing you to come up with a game plan before you head into the ring. So good luck, champions.
Hold on, wait. We could see that stuff before. Like, what? We could see that stuff before.
New venues to Undisputed.
New venues.
The new mecca of boxing. This adds another exclusive licensed venue to our growing list, allowing you to fight and train in the most authentic boxing gyms around the world. Cafe Royale in central London has a long, rich history with boxing, including the establishment of the Queensberry Rules in 1867. Get this, the GOAT himself, Muhammad Ali, used to hang out there when he was in town. Can you imagine the stories the walls would tell? The Observatory. Stand up, Orlando, Florida. This futuristic venue hosts up to 24,000 fans, so get ready to put on a show. That wraps it up for your 1.3 update with gameplay improvements, game mode improvements, and
All right. So gameplay improvements, two gameplay improvements. First one being that the block is being nerfed. Pretty much the block is being nerfed. Second one being, he said, for AI, right? He used the word for AI, where if you get dazed, now they've reduced the reaction time of the AI. So it's going to allow you to actually go in and finish the AI if you daze them. But I don't understand why that change was only done for the AI. I mean, this is something that people also complain about online. When you rock somebody and they're able to, like, there are a bunch of things players can do. They can push you over and over again, which, you know, to be fair, that the pushing thing was actually taken care of with the stamina cost on pushing. When you push someone right now, the stamina cost is insane. So players have kind of slowed down on doing that. Last time I played the game, I don't actually know what new tactics players have figured out ever since I stopped playing Undisputed Boxing. But yeah, only 2 gameplay changes. After this long, I'll say I was definitely expecting way more. I was hoping that, you know, with the blockchain, like I already mentioned, that they were going to pair that with changes to head movement. I've been complaining about that. I've always said that with this game, head movement is not as effective as it's supposed to be. We need more evasive properties on head movement. It needs to kick in earlier. But they're saying that they're still going to work on that, but it would have been nice if they did that change and paired it with the block nerf, so that as you're nerfing the block, you're buffing head movement, because the desired effect they're going for is they want players to block less, use head movement more. Understood. I get it. I don't have any issues with that. But if you want that to happen, then you need to make sure you're pairing these changes together. So I don't know, man. Tomorrow, the 2nd of April, we're going to get this update. I'm going to load up Undisputed Boxing. I'm going to test out the update. I don't really expect that this is going to change how this game plays too much. I genuinely don't. I think it's going to be more of the same. I think that's the same complaints people have will still be there. But I am very optimistic, right? The goal, the hope is that this little change that they're doing right now is, going to make a big impact. They gave us 2 new venues. That's good. The career mode changes. Those are the ones I'm actually really excited about because you guys know me. I'm a career mode guy. So if you guys want it, I might replay career mode for a 3rd time just so that we can actually fight the boxers that we want to fight as opposed to facing off against the same calves over and over again. So you guys let me know in the comments if you want me to do a 3rd career mode. That shit, I'll fucking do it. All right, I'll do it. But yeah, that's gonna do it, man. Again, nothing too crazy, but you guys be the judge of that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you guys tomorrow where we test out these Undisputed boxing changes. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. Peace out, boys. See you later.